Nice. We're so happy smiling. Receives more pats. Stays aside. Sounds like both Wolf Plush is yawning. Yeah, I'm tired too, Viking. Where's this container here? I want to put that in the cupboard. There we go. Alright, so I've got a bit more rotted stuff to take up and outside. I'm pretty sure I had hoses in this one. Yeah, that one. Okay, so transfer, same sort of stuff. The funnel is technically also a tool. The stake kind of isn't, but I would consider it's under the stabby weapons box. It can go in the stabby weapons box. Alright. Let's go up to the Plonky's van and take the, what do you call it? The rotted stuff outside. Eat another egg while we're at it. Interesting that you can't turn off the flashlight while you're eating. It's kind of interesting. Oh, man. I love that there's just like a random ass cow's corpse up in like the side of my house because I brought home a cow to peel, which I don't even know if I found all of its meat, to be honest. I think the rest of that's good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just my skeleton pile. Technically it should be further across the road, I feel like, but like that was as good as we were getting with that. Okay, so let me grab all of, well, everything except for the planks. I don't really have a place for like the rabbit leather yet. But the planks I can move in a bit. I'm gonna have to put like probably the tree branches and stuff in the... Ironically, I've got an extinguisher. I can put that next to the fireplace. I just realized if it will fit. So what I'd like is, I guess the lighter is maybe, that's lighter disposable. I guess you're replenishable. I don't know if you can get lighter fluid for this, but it's kind of neat if maybe you can. Oh, Phoenix is skulking around underneath the desk again. I'll put the extra wood in here. I put all my wood splinters and like tree branches and twigs and crap because this is like my like burnables drawer with like I'm close enough to that they'll pick up stuff out of it. I kind of want to actually grab this if I can. Hold on. I want to move. I don't know if it's gonna, yeah, that. Okay, I've got that. What I want to do is I kind of want to move this. I thought about putting it in the kitchen because we need a bit more space in there. So this kind of works. Kind of want to put it back down. Can I not rotate it? I can rotate it after I put it down. Okay. Let's put it there for the moment because this will be a bit better for me in the kitchen. And let's get you rotated. Hopefully it will automatically rotate to a direction that is usable. Okay, it visually didn't rotate. Let's do it like 3 more times because it should still be facing... Actually, fuck it. We'll just do it to a 4th. There we go. Okay. So, what I should be able to do is we should be able to access that now, which means that I have somewhere else to put food or drinks or whatever, which works for me. What are you doing, Phoenix? You jumping up? Is that what you're doing? Come on. There's a chair there. Come on. You could be getting pats on this chair. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I had to negotiate with Phoenix, my cat, for a second. Hello to everyone while snuggling both Wolf Flush just waiting happily. No. I'm just giving Phoenix pats for a second because, like, I did, like, offer that. He's pretty chuffed about this whole thing. There we go. Now he's comfortable. He probably won't stay there as like usual, but like he's received his pats. Okay, so I've still got a bit more clothing and crap, but I've now got somewhere to put those. I've got somewhere to put the water now, which is good. So, like, these things, the radio receiver. Is there anything... I must have something of the same type down on the ground, which could be the water. Maybe. Okay, let me move over a bit more. Make it same type. Okay. She's definitely struggling with this. Give me that. I've got a spot for that. And actually, hold on. I just saw, like, the amplifier and shit. These. I want these to come with me. I also saw the batteries in there as well, and I'm like, I don't think I've picked those back up, but we have a spot for them now. Okay, she's going to be really struggling with this, but we have a place for them. There's also like a miscellaneous little can on the ground over there I've got to go put outside. Alright, let's get your ass in here. So we have a spot for this. So, I'm going to transfer all the same type. That's going to make you a lot lighter. And I don't really have much of a spot for these yet. So, go put them out with the thing. There's like a couple of cartons of like water and stuff I've got to like work out still. But most of the water and stuff that I am carrying would be fine. So, I want you to drop all of that. Should be fine. Now, we do have a cabinet for water. But I do want these waters to be full. If we can. It's like mostly full, I think. And these ones are full. Yeah, we've got a place for these now. So these can come with me. If she can carry them. It's a big if. It's a lot of liquids she's got to pick up. Okay. So there's still some like water bottles here that are like not really full enough. But we have this container now, which isn't going to carry all of it. But we'll see what we can get. Even if it can take like a good supply of it away. Like she can put that in there. Okay, so basically the big 2-liter things are probably too much. Okay, she can't put any more in there. You can't put any more down in this bottom cupboard because it's full of water as far as I understand. Yep, it's full of water. Or liquids in general. About like this end one up here. Maybe. That would require me moving everything over to another cupboard over. So this can all go back on the ground. If it can fit. She's got a couple more of these. And we'll get your ass to sleep. Yeah. Because you're pretty tired. And it's kind of nighttime. Honestly, it's just on nighttime. But if she's tired enough, I'd like her to like actually sleep until like it's nearly dawn. That would be amazing. But she keeps kind of like waking up while it's still dark out. That's not really what I want her to do. Oh, she got to nearly dawn. She's very hungry. She's a lot faster now. She is moving. Okay, what do we got in here that you can eat? Because, like, I haven't made you eat for a couple of days. Let's have you eat the granola bar. Because that will take you from very hungry. Yeah, I'm trying to keep her on, like, the verge of, like, almost starving, but not starving. That's got to go downstairs. I don't kind of, like, have a spot for everything to go yet. But I basically have, like, probably 3-ish containers, I think, left to go. I've got one that's fully just electrical. This is one where I want to take everything I can. We'll go and we'll figure it out. And I'll try to take like the same shit from like another container. Not the electrical one, not the drawer. That one's empty. You take the same type of stuff out of that. Cool. And while I'm still holding it, take the same stuff out of that. There we go. Okay, if there was anything else that she was carrying, let's see, we've got scraps, comb. We could make this into a kind of materials only sort of a category. I want materials only, preferably. I can, because the light source, I don't know. That's apparently a tool. Okay. Okay, I've still got some, well, electronics would be this one, hey. Tesla's waking falls asleep, snuggling both full flashes. No. Give you a gentle ruffle, fucking. I want the light bulbs. If it's going to be electrical has the light bulbs. We could put that in with it. That's fine. There's a pretty good chance they'll come out of it. That's resolved her weight. So we got materials in this one, and kind of want to grab anything that's just materials out of here and put that into like the other one, but I'm not quite sure which one the other one is. I also kind of want to like take everything out of here, but I'll put in whatever I can. So you two are technically materials. So I got a material box. This is kind of actually good. I'm kind of getting a better like gist of what I'm looking at, which is sort of nice. Because previously I've been seeing this stuff, but like a lot of it just doesn't make any sense to me. But even getting to like sort it by like what it is and stuff is useful. Like all of this stuff. Like I got materials and shit in here. I've got like other stuff. Like the tent isn't a bad thing to leave there. I thought about putting all the water, the boiled water into here with like the tent. Not that that's a great spot for it, but I do have another extinguisher already in here. That one. So transfer same type. I have like 3 extinguishers. That's a bit excessive. But if it'll fit in there, it can go. And then in the materials, now that I've realized that you can actually have just materials, material weapon. It's fine, it's technically materials. I've got tools and other stuff. Not quite sure what to do with that. I'm sure that like you can heat it up and then just keep it on you and it keeps your person warm. That could actually have been really useful when she was sick, come to think of it. But I just didn't have any like boiled hot water. I don't know how long it would have stayed warm. Ah, she's found her other torch too. I just realized. Okay. I want to find the tool cabinet. And so same type. After exclusively tools, if I could, to be this, apparently, is a tool. I've still got, I kind of wanted to put the kitchen-y, or, sorry, the gardening stuff down here. That can come down here. There's like stuff like household and stuff. That's not a bad idea to put in its own box. Or like have gardening and household stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. It's protective gear. I am bringing down a box for protective gear, so it can give me that. Just exclusively protective gear. I got a lot of protective gear upstairs, so I'll have to figure it out. Actually, gardening and fishing would be a good one, because I've got stuff for that, but it's not like I'm going to use it anytime soon. These are technically materials, so I guess they've got to go back upstairs. It's fine. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of that. The fishing stuff can go in here. And yeah, we'll bring this upstairs. I guess the toilet paper would be good for burning. And turn that off. Alright. Let me see if I can take same type of stuff. Anything that's like same. Now the twigs, I saw those twigs in this and I'm like, this has got to come with me. I might end up putting household items honestly on this. I also still have a bathroom to kit out too. Now that I think about it. That's probably like all the household shit that can probably carry. But get more materials in here. Not those though. They can all go into this because the materials, twigs, I'll put into this container. It's kind of crazy actually like getting some fucking order to this, to me. Because like it's been a while. I've also got a candle. I don't really want that in there. That can go in there because that's probably something I could burn. That's probably something I could burn. These are all like cooking and containers and stuff, which I don't really know what to do with them yet. What else is on the floor? I have a bunch of other stuff. And that backpack, which has food in it, which I'll go and try to put in the kitchen. I was going to say in the fridge, but it's not going to fit in the fridge. And there's just another empty can here, which I'll go and put outside. What do I have on me? That's right, I had materials that I wanted to put away. The fog's rolling in too. I'll be curious if this like gets rid of like much of winter. I also have like a couple of junk items on me, which I feel like going and putting in like the Plonky's van. I think this one's got like wheat and shit. Not that one. This one. So I want to grab like food. I guess those two are food. Those are technically food. This actually makes it a little bit easier to see your stuff too. Because like I don't really need like animal part stuff. This though, this has got a lot of stuff on it. Let's put that in your hand for a second. Because this bag has a lot of food. I don't know what I rated for that, but I rated a lot to get like some good shit. I'll see whatever I can fit in here. I've got a lot of food now. I have like most of my cupboards full of food, which means if I have a lot of food and my person isn't like a high hunger person, we can go on more like longer adventures and shit where I can like pack up a car with like a few cans or something, or like a backpack with some snacks or shit, and like we can actually like disappear for like a run, you know. I kind of look forward to that stuff. Although it looks like I can fit like most of this in this cupboard. Mind you, I don't have like just a solid can cupboard. I would have loved to have just put cans in there. But I have a lot of like soft drinks and shit. So I'm starting to get the feeling that when I go on adventures, I don't really need to take... I don't really feel like I need to be taking the... Oh, I put that in there by accident. The drinks. I feel like I could probably find those out and about. I also kind of want to take all the stuff out of the freezer, to be fair. I want to put drinks and shit on this side of the thing, if I can. Like, I know I've got the cupboard in the corner that's got drinks, but I've got a lot of water bottles and shit. At this point in time, I feel like she doesn't need to do a single thing with, like, water. I feel like she's got a lot of this sorted. Alright, take that out of there. So she's got, like... a chest with drinks. She's got a cupboard full of drinks. I'm trying to sort this out. She's got the freezer and she'll have the fridge with drinks and shit. Yeah. So that's all basically like drinks. And then over this side of the room, essentially like everything that's not a drink, except for that cupboard in the corner. That one definitely has drinks and shit in it. I haven't put like any, I haven't stored anything in the barbecue. I just realized I can store shit in that barbecue. I could put like the seasonings over there. I don't know how much you can store, but I'm sure I can use it. I thought about like grabbing all the cans out of everywhere and just shuffling some stuff over. I might do that. We'll see. I also want that to go in there too. Paws move while asleep. No. Keeping an eye on those paws if I can. I also need to put that fillet knife downstairs too. And I still have a spare baseball bat on me as well. And all these like rubber gloves and shit. So still got some stuff to go put outside. I've still got some like miscellaneous stuff I don't really know what to do with. The socks can come with me. That can unequip. Still got a bit of food, gardening stuff. I'll categorize this shit. I kind of don't have a spot for those yet. Weapon. I do have a spot for that. Do have a spot for these. Kind of don't have a spot for the torches and umbrellas and crap yet, but I think we were putting household stuff downstairs too. So I'll look at taking... Oh, that's right. I was putting it on that shelf. I don't think it's going to fit. All of that. I've still got more drinks out here. Jesus. Okay. I've got first aid, which I was going to clean that, but we'll see if we can just put it away. And I don't know if I was taking my broken bats downstairs or not. But yeah, anything that's in like the junk container, junk section. Well, I guess like empty tins and stuff is technically junk, but it can sit there for a hot second. Okay, let's see if I can fit anything else on this shelf. It's like household stuff. Sorry. No, the funny thing is I could put all of that shit in the bathroom. See if we can get the umbrellas on it as well. I have a bit of my drink. Okay, let's go put stuff in the material cupboard. That one, yep. Okay, all my materials can go in there. I think I've got 2 spare baseball bats on me. I kind of need like a club container, in a sense. Now, I've got the tree branch in here. I've got first aid stuff, technically, on me, which is the rags. They can go in here. And that can go in there. Most everything else, like, it looks like most of these are classified as accessories instead of actually, like, yeah, I've got like a lot of accessories and stuff, so same type of stuff goes in there. I guess that would be an accessory. Those are accessories. They kind of feel like they're more like the household stuff. So, I don't know. The gardening stuff is going downstairs though, and speaking of, so is all the protective gear is gonna go downstairs. The memento I should probably put in like the burnable drawer as well. But this is gonna make it that I can probably fit almost all the clothes in one container. Hey Novella, what are you up to? I'm doing a whole heap of inventory management tonight. That's technically a bag? Okay, well that can go downstairs. I'm exhausted, honestly. I'm still so tired from stream last night. So I'm just doing like low energy kind of sorting of my base, which I've been meaning to do, but I've finally got a person that like has low hunger, isn't interested in like eating a lot of food. So this is like one of those rare chances where like keeping her home and doing stuff isn't gonna like use up all of our supplies, you know? So it's kind of good. Good, thanks. Oh yeah. So my battery is weak today. I lost energy pretty fast. Mine's more of like, I was exhausted after the big stream, but also, I also like didn't fall asleep until like 1 in the afternoon, and like I sleep during the day. So it's like kind of like going to bed at like 1 a.m. like most normal people and stuff. But yeah, I kind of found like I definitely didn't like restore. Oh shit, what did I do then? I zoomed somehow. I definitely didn't get like a restorative rest. I don't feel like. I'm not gonna stream for 2 weeks. I see something happened. No, I had planned since like earlier in the year and stuff like that to you know, sorry, let me get my brain back for a second. I think that box is full. Yeah, earlier in the year, I kind of like overloaded my stuff with tasks and things to do, and yeah, I kind of like planned out like a whole heap of like time off for later this year. But yeah, it's all starting to like accumulate. Like in the last couple of months, I've taken like a week off at a time, and then you know, this month I've got 2 weeks and stuff. Well, 1 week at the end of this month and 1 week at the start of next month, you know. So technically I'm still doing like a week off a month kind of thing, but I'll spend a week like rigging and stuff. Like the first week I'll spend part of it doing rigging, and then I will rest and stuff. I may have to put the paint in the bin if that's the case. We'll see if we can fit most of the paint in the bin, because I just don't have more space for it. I could place it on the bench, I guess. But this is fine. This works. It works for me. But yeah, I'm not going to go anywhere or do anything special. I'm just going to do a bit of my rigging. I'm going to go a bit hard with that for a few days. And then I'm just going to try to rest. Like I haven't picked out like any anime or TV shows or anything like that I specifically want to watch. Like the second week that I'm not streaming, I won't really be in Discord that much. I'll respond if somebody puts a message in and stuff, but like, yeah, I just want to get a rest and stuff. And then next month I've got my like affiliate anniversary and stuff coming up. So yeah, you know, I'll have an event for that and whatnot. So yeah, and then before I know it, we'll be in December, and I will also have more time off over December. But I normally have like a whole heap of stuff that I normally have to sort out before I stop streaming for the year. Sorry, I just felt like what felt like a spider run down my leg. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe. It's probably tiny if I can't like see it. But yeah. That's kind of like most of the rest of this year will be is already kind of like sorted out. But SSL, here's the spot. Yeah. I just I kind of didn't really do breaks for a while at first when I started streaming, and it kind of like hit me pretty hard at some point, you know. I think after the Billathon event that I did at the start of the year, I got really tired and stuff, and yeah, I just needed to take some time off. So I just scheduled it all in, and I'm like, if it's scheduled in, I'll adhere to it when I come up to it and stuff. But like, if it's not, I won't do it. You know, I won't remember to do it. I may have to put all of the protective gear on these shelves by the look of it. Because, yeah, I don't think we can fit it in the other container. Sometimes I feel like that, but since you're in Australia, random spiders and snakes get in the house regularly, I hear. Yeah, they do. Like, I've been lucky I haven't had a snake in here. I keep getting frogs in the house. Fuck knows how. But like, I do get like spiders in here pretty frequently at different times of the years. Well, I was talking about this literally earlier tonight, that like, I had an insect that wouldn't stop flying into my face, and I'm like, it's not even summer. But because I stream at night, and like the light is above my head, what typically happens is like the bug will like fly up, hit the light bulb, kind of like fry itself, and then like fall back down onto me and stuff. That's typically what happens. So when summer hits, I don't care. Like, it will just keep happening all night long while I stream and stuff. So I don't really think much of it and stuff. But it's spring at the moment, and we've got a heat wave apparently. That's why it's so hot. That's why it was so hot last night. That's why it's hot tonight and stuff. And that's probably why we're getting like the extra bugs and shit so early. But yeah, normally they'll just like, they'll weasel their way through like the fly screen and come into the light. And, you know, I hate when bugs get in my face or touch me. Oh yeah, I hate it too. I just deal with it because like, what else am I going to do for a couple of hours while I stream? If I spray the room with like bug spray, I won't be able to like breathe and talk properly when I stream. Like, I'll do that occasionally if we get like a big enough spider or something in here. I'll take the time to spray, and then I'll have like a completely like crapped out voice for like 2 hours for the rest of the stream or whatever. But if it's just like a little bug or something like that, I'll just take a shower after stream and refresh myself, clean myself up and stuff, you know? As opposed to like constantly fighting the little fucker, you know? At least that's what I kind of like do with it. Alright, this shelf is basically all protective gear. I kind of figured that like one of these shelves would get used. It's nice to be using all my space. I haven't even used it all up yet. I'm trying to keep the spaces upstairs empty with the view that like I have all this surplus crap down here. But we're working on it. This is what I've been doing all night, all stream. It's just moving stuff between inventories, putting stuff away. After last night's stream, I didn't want to do some kind of big adventure and stuff like that. I just wanted to kind of like chill out with you guys and, you know, kind of just get some stuff around my base done casually. We'll have to move that paint out of here though. I would say place them all maybe just over here. And over here, maybe. I reckon I was so confused by the date for way too long. Oh yeah. In what way? You titled it already. What? The graphics and what interactions? Hold on, I missed some stuff here. The graphics and interactions of the character reminds me of Sims 1. Organizing stream. Yeah, no. I already labeled it. So what do you mean by the the dates that I've got pinned? Okay, yeah, no, I gotcha. I got you coaching. Sorry, my brain is just not here. Not for this. But yeah, no, I follow you. I understand what you're on about. It's the dates versus American dates and stuff. Yeah. I had like such an interesting week conversationally with stuff because like yesterday we discovered that Fortnite as like a time phrase, like, you know, for 2 weeks is not a common thing outside of Australia. And then like, you know, there's like the date ranges and stuff like that. And yeah, it's been an interesting one. I've got like all this extra stuff on me I don't have a spot for yet. And except for that sock, I've got a place for that. I've got a place for the food. I just don't have the candles, the water bottle and crap. They can go back down on the ground at the moment. 1st of October to 9th of November is confusing. No, it's more of like the also it's not Chats Relay. Chats Relay is my bot that refers the information from YouTube stream to Twitch, and I think it's AP Relay or APC